Chat, hey, hello, hola. I live in the Midwest and it's not divine right now, so if I look wet and sweaty then I do apologize profusely. I can't control the weather. I am so sorry. It feels awful. I turned the fan off just so I could be heard. I am relaxing today. I am laying down. So if this looks not pleasing to the eye, then I am not sorry because I don't even think people watch these. So it's pretty much cool for me to post whatever I want because I am not a bad person in terms of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein and people like that. So I feel as if I can do what I want because I don't cuss. I'm not a predator. I don't want to hurt people. I physically or mentally. I don't want to be involved with people anyways because I don't want perceived. Let me see. I am officially a junior in college. Um, I only started college spring of 2024. It is now summer semester 2 of 2025. So it doesn't seem real. It feels like I'm lying, but honestly, I stack up all my hours, 15-hour courses, like 15-hour altogether courses. I wanted my degree pronto because I just wanted my degree. And then November 5th happened, I do think. Please don't assume that I'm stupid because I don't remember the exact date, but I do remember November 22nd, 1963, and other dates such as those, or like the year USSR fell. I used to know, and I think it's like 1991 or something like that. And if it's not, then I apologize. Now, Tulsa happened in 1921. I used to be really good with dates. I have autism, but not anymore because knowledge seeps from your brain whenever you fill life with trauma and work and issues. So I do apologize for that. If the dates are wrong, they probably are, except for like the other two. I know they were correct, but the USSR one, hard for me to remember because that country has always been in a mess. Not an excuse. I should remember. Google's free. ChatGPT is free. Sorta. AI is sorta free, so I should know it. So, anyways, it just seems bizarre that I am a junior now. It seems like it was very hard for me to get to this point in life. Um, Me laying down kind of does look like I'm a bum, but it's super hot. Late at night. I haven't been sleeping well for the past few weeks because of my anxiety and depression. I'm struggling really bad. In fact, I am in a manic episode off and on. My emotions are really intense right now. It's like a roller coaster. But that is what I wanted to say. Despite all of that, I somehow made it the junior year, and I feel like I should have failed a few other classes, but I didn't. And I feel as if it was participation points, pity, and participation points and bare minimum grades because I'm not going to say which classes they are, but I'm not like super articulate when it comes to things that are complex and I'm not familiar with. Not saying it's impossible. I think that so long as you try and keep trying, you can do almost anything in the world unless it's like boxing or something like that. Like even if you're not like a heavyweight champ, you can still get in the ring and like win too or something like that. But it's been really hard to get to this point in my life. I've been battling with suicidal ideation, depression, heartbreak, but that's given. That's like almost everybody in the world, unless you're like Michelle Obama and Barack Obama or somebody like that, because I don't know. This is me always assuming that they are in love, and like every single time I think about people that are in love, I think of those two. I don't know why, but it is selfish of me to um say that love isn't real and stuff like that exists, but to me love isn't real because I'm 26 going on 27. Nobody loves me. Oh my god, hold on. It's a miracle I sat up and gave you guys an awful angle that's probably crooked and awful, but it displays headquarters perfectly. Let me just say, as I was saying, um I am having a really hard time. I Nobody is putting their hands on me. Nobody's ever done that in my life. Like, granted, they've done other things like burnt me with cigarettes, burnt me with hot metal pieces, spanked me, and not in a sexy way. Definitely not. So, I'm not saying that anybody's like doing anything to me to hurt me deliberately, but I am extremely hurt and I've been wanting to give up. I've been feeling like I've been on rock bottom I've been numb, careless, and I've been telling everybody I'm not manic, but I'm pretty sure I probably am most definitely manic, and I don't know what to do about that. The medicines are awful. They destroy your liver, they ruin your brain, but also not treating your mental illness as well ruins your brain. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. I don't want to be on medicine. I start clinical soon, and I was super, super anxious about that, but not any longer because I have really good anxiety medicine that works really well for me. Um, I don't, I don't know. My life is so stupid and confusing. Like, as you know, like I was saying, as you know, mental illnesses are black and white, very much not linear and unpredictable. So I'm either struggling really badly with my depression, or I'm struggling really badly with mania, or I'm struggling really badly with anxiety or PTSD undiagnosed. And it's just insane because I'm like, I just want to be a functioning human, and I said that weird human. It's been really tough for me. Like, I'm not suicidal, but I wish I didn't exist because like I've been feeling so awful. Like, I do these grand gestures that nobody asked me to do, and I'm not saying it's anybody's fault. I understand when somebody doesn't want to be with you, I can't beat them up and force them to be with me. But I got rejected by somebody I was and still am very much in love with, and it's like frustrating and very upsetting. And I'm not saying that's the reason why I'm going off the deep end, but it's just like my whole life has been disappointments, letdowns, frustrations, and I can't get anything right. All of my relationships have been me trying to prove that I could have a relationship, have somebody love me, and prove that I could be mentally stable and be a human enough to have a relationship. And I haven't been able to do that. And it's not about proving anything, and it's not about loneliness or anything like that. I'm getting old. That sounds stupid to people, but my perspective is World War III may be happening. I'm not sure. I can't predict the future. I don't think it's going to be nuclear warfare, but I think that there's stuff brewing, and I don't think it's going to be like as bad as it was in the 40s or in the 1900s with World War One and World War Two. But I think that a lot of funk is stirring up with Syria, Yemen, Iran, Palestine, Gaza, and with Israel, and we don't have a good leader at the moment. So, I mean, you know what? I'm not even like I'm out of the drafting age, and I can't be drafted anyways because I have asthma and I'm on medicine for things. But I don't want to go through half my life waiting for the perfect woman. I just want the person that I'm in love with to meet me halfway and recognize that my feelings matter, and she does, but not in the ways that I want. It's just devastating and upsetting. And then I found out some other things unrelated to her, and I've been going off the deep end because of that, and all of the trauma accumulated for my whole life. And I'm right here, stuck. I'm trying to do better. I'm in college. I'm about to get a degree. I I do fundraising races to help with things, and I'm not saying that it tremendously helps. If I can help a little bit somewhere when I can mentally, financially, I will. Granted, I will without any trouble. I will help other people because I like helping people because it makes me feel better about myself, and I don't want people to feel like they have no other option. And I'm not saying it's my job. I'm just saying, like, if I am willing and able to help somebody, I will. Done other things, done other charitable things other than this. But I forgot what I was saying. I am getting older, and the trauma is accumulating, and it's just like I just feel constantly punished, not by the woman I love that I want to meet me halfway. I feel punished by my childhood, my previous relationships, me being groomed by an older woman, and um all of the disparities in my life. I just feel like it's closing down on me. I'm smiling right now. I'm able to smile right now, but I've been crying off and on for weeks. I've been going out of control completely. And I'm not doing anything like hookups or trying to lose my virginity or doing drugs or doing anything insane. I just want the rot inside me to stop rotting. Like, I just want to be able to move on and be happy. And it's not even that. Like, I can't force somebody to love me. I am talking about all the trauma I've endured. I just want to move on and be happy. I'm about to get a degree. I'm a smart woman. I'm not stupid. I am very compassionate. I'm loving. I'm considerate. When I love somebody, I would give them the whole world. I would go on a 9-day trip with anxiety and physical health issues just to see somebody. Not for anything disgusting, but I am not saying that in a manipulative way. I'm just saying I would do almost anything under the sun to make somebody I love happy and feel seen and to feel loved, because that's what I've always wanted, to be seen, to be understood, and to be loved. Effort, consideration, and all that. And it's just insane. I would do almost anything for people, and I just feel like nobody wants to do anything for me. I don't have friends. I don't have a partner. I don't have a roster. I'm 26, and this is like for a time capsule. This is for me to look back on and be like, well, now I'm married, now I have kids. That's not a deal breaker because kids in this economy is kind of insane. I don't want to make biological kids. I just mentioned a lot of things wrong with me. I would never want to do that to somebody, and pregnancy is painful. I would never do that to myself. Um, but I just want I just want goodness in my life, and I can't get that no matter how hard I try. I work out, I go to therapy, I have a psychiatrist, I go to the hospital to work on my physical issues that too terrified to get fixed all the time. I work on myself. Like, I'm doing so many things for the community, not in a braggart way. I'm just trying to convey the idea that I am trying so hard, and it's just like the people in my past have hurt me so bad that I am struggling now, and I just see no way out. I say this over and over again, and it just sounds so dramatic and stupid. Like, why can't I just get over my PTSD and my trauma and my issues? Like, even when I have okay days, like I'm not happy, just okay days, I still go to sleep at night and sometimes have nightmares about the same things over and over again, like my sexual assault, my sexual assaulter, my exes. Like, granted, I'm not mad at any of my exes. People make mistakes, and I have learned to forgive all of them because me being mad at my exes does nothing but hurt me and hurt others that did not hurt me. So I learned to let it go at 26 years old at my grown age. But it's just insane. I just feel dramatic every time I open up and be like, this is why I'm depressed. And it's just like, well, when I put it on the table, it sounds stupid. But to me, it seems super deep because, like, why am I dealing with all these things as a 26-year-old? Like, I just feel so stupid. I know why. It's because it's years and years and years of trauma from abusive people that I have not done anything to fix. It's just, I just feel so isolated and alone. I've cut so many people off from my life because they are doing awful things to people. They're doing drugs. And I'm not saying people that do drugs are awful people. I'm just saying I don't want to be hurting so bad over friends that won't get help. Or maybe I just don't want to associate it with people that do that type of stuff because I do work for the public. But I do love people that do drugs. It's not nothing like that. I care a lot about people that have substance abuse issues because I understand that stems from trauma and abuse and poverty and things like that, and the government and people in their lives giving up on them. I understand substance abuse. I used to work at a rehab. As a kitchen person, I was not doing mental things, but I wanted to, and they told me no. Yeah, that place was crazy. But I'm a junior now. I'm hitting so many accomplishments. I'm not mentally doing well at all. I don't want to exist anymore, but I don't want to go through with doing anything bad to myself. If anybody stumbles upon this and you want to call 911 on me, you can, but I'm not going to a mental hospital because I'm not that bad off. I have been refusing to eat sometimes. I'm not sleeping well, and when I do that, I get super, super manic, but I'm not trying to hurt myself. So you wasting resources for other people and giving it to me would make you the bad person because I'm saying I'm safe, I'm okay. I'm just mentally not here. I'm not okay. Nothing matters. Well, not much matters. I don't care about a lot of things. I'm rewording the things I say because this is forever. I don't want to look back on this and be like, oh, so you didn't care about your dog, your car, your accomplishments, because that's not true. I do care about that. I'm just not having a good time, mentally, physically, not having a good time. I can acknowledge and respect that although my life is awful, it's not as bad as others, but that doesn't matter because it's not a competition. I'm allowed to be sad. I'm allowed to grieve the people I love that was supposed to be in my life forever. Allowed to grieve the people that won't meet me halfway, which can mean anything, friends, family, partner, whatever. But I have said I don't have a partner, so I don't want any assumptions from me in the future from anybody that stumbles across these videos. Definitely not. I'm allowed to grieve myself, most importantly. I've spent so long grieving who I was supposed to be. If it wasn't for this, if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for this, if I did that, if I did this, I'd be in such a better place. And I know that's self-destructive. I can't do stuff like that. But if it wasn't for me not being the best partner to the person that was my first love and is still my first love, I didn't replace her as a first love. I can't do that. History has already been said and done. I can't go back and pick a different first love. And I'm not mentioning anything about her in a negative way. But if I was a better partner, if I didn't trust somebody that was way older than me and grooming me, if I buckled down and went to college as soon as I got out of high school, I wouldn't be traumatized, depressed, anxious, low confidence. I wouldn't be dealing with all these issues that make me think that karma's real, which I don't really believe in like God or anything like that. But I wouldn't be going through my life thinking that I'm being punished for how I was as a child. I was a child. Everybody makes mistakes. Even if you don't know they are mistakes, even if you didn't do them intentionally, they are still mistakes. I was not a good partner. I was not a good friend of my friends. I am going to give a contextual analysis to why that was. I had a bad childhood. People were mean to me in school. And me and my girlfriend were not nice to each other all the time. And that, I'll never say who it was. I still love her to this day. I always will love her. I'm just providing truthful, honest, transparent honesty. I took all of that negativity and made it myself, and I was a bad friend. I thought that being mean was okay. I thought it was funny. I thought it was acceptable. So I, in turn, was not a good friend to my friends. I was mean. I was careless. I was inconsiderate. And I regret that every single day of my life since because I lost two best friends from middle school that meant and still mean a lot to me. We don't talk. We don't talk. And I regret that every single day. I wasn't a good friend, but I was a child. I was a child that made mistakes. And I hated myself so bad for years and years and years, and I'm finally coming to terms with it and living with it as of 2024, 2025, because I've been making the changes in my life to understand, realize, develop, and grow. And it did take a long time, but back when I realized that it was my issue and my problem, mostly, I'm not going to take all the blame because that wouldn't be fair to me either. Instead of making the changes to be a better person, I was jealous, controlling as a friend. And I was just turning the negativity from being mean to being worse in other areas of my life. And I realized that I'm growing from that. I'm 26. People make mistakes. I'm growing from them. I've learned that they were mistakes. I've learned it was wrong. And I've done all this work. And it's not like I'm searching for a different partner, but, or anything. I am just sad. I'm disappointed. I'm frustrated. I'm let down. I wish all these things that will never be true. I have delusional, obsessive thinking. I personally wish that a lot of people from my past were still in my life, even if it wasn't the same as it was when I was a child. True love, um, when you have true love, platonic love, romantic love, whatever kind of love it is, um, I think, I think honestly that if you love somebody, no matter what kind of love it is, no matter who they change as a person and grow into somebody, no matter if it's like toxic or awful, as long as it's not like downright evil, I feel if you really love them, you would stay in their lives. So as long as they're making the changes and the efforts and doing things to better themselves, obviously stay. But if they're doing really, really bad things, like illegal things, like Donald Trump type things, obviously cut them off. But I truly do believe that the love I have for others would honestly last through whoever these people that I loved in middle school and high school when I was a child as friends, I would still love as adults, just differently as an adult with better outlook and perspective on things and as a better friend. And my life has been so lonely because like I don't really have anybody in my life at all except for my little dog over there. I do live with my parents, but that doesn't mean much cuz it's not like I get the support and attention and acknowledgement I need. It's not like I'm gonna say it again. I'm 26. I'm not saying I need to be babied, but things could be better. But it's not me being a bum. I'm in college. I work as many hours as I can. I can do full-time job and a full-time school career. It doesn't matter. I love to be busy. I love to work. I love working and I love school. But in this economy, I cannot afford to move out. So do what you can do. So, all in all, I'm a junior. I'm not happy. I'm upset. I'm heartbroken. I'm going off the deep end. I just wanted to document this before anything insane happened to me because I cannot predict the future. I don't know what's going to happen. From my clinicals to my love life to my friendship life, I'm not necessarily ready to have a love life, so I'm not saying that I'm putting that on the line. I'm saying that I'm trying to save myself from myself, and I don't know where I'm going to end up. So I wanted to document this journey experience and put it somewhere to hold myself accountable. My hair is longer than it was. I have lost like 10 pounds. Um, I am growing and trying to be a better person every single day of my life. I'm trying so hard. Depression is killing me. I'm not in danger. I'm safe, but I'm not doing okay. I'm really upset. I'm not trying to be coming across as manipulative or disgusting. I just want to convey that when you really, really want something to work, and no matter how much love and effort that you put into it and it still won't work, it's just debilitating, devastating, and frustrating because I'm like, what now? I'm living in uncertainty. I don't know where to go. And I'm not trying to say that that's the only reason why I'm feeling this way, because that, along with the other things I'm dealing with that I can handle, on top of loving somebody that didn't work out. So now I'm handling things pretty much alone. But I forgot what I was saying, bro. That's embarrassing. I'm just dealing with a lot. Uncertainty. Oh, I know what I was saying. Hopelessness. Back when I was a little girl, when I was a teenager, I was really suicidal, hopeless. I didn't think I would make it past age 22. I did. I'm 26. Take a shot every time I say I'm 26 because I keep saying it because I didn't think I would make it this long. I'm about to be 27. I don't think I'll live past 27 because I've been trying my hardest to turn my life around and do good. And 27 Club has been calling me. I don't know. I think that I'll win the lottery and get a degree and get a wife and adopt kids, and then I'll hit 27 and I'll perish because of the curse. But I still don't believe in God, but curses and stuff, I don't believe in that either. But the 27 Club and the love I have for others and my obsessive delusions that the woman I love will be with me, I believe in those. That's the propaganda I believe in. But I don't know. I'm not even gonna cap. I don't remember what I was saying. Like, there's a lot of things going on in my brain. Like, right now, I feel like I'm being rational. I'm fine. But maybe a few minutes after I upload this, I'll be going off the deep end just because I'm mentally unwell. I don't know. I'm trying. I want the love of my life to hold herself accountable and grow up and think more about more than herself and think about what the things she says can hurt others, fall in love with me. This is delusional thinking. I just want it all. Anything I want, I can get, except for somebody to love me, platonically, romantically. I don't know. Um, I go to a small college. Dating apps don't work, and I pretty much would never date anybody from my town. So love is out of the question right now. I'm trying to work on having friends. I'm trying to work on everything. This was me talking about how I'm sad and confusing things. I feel like I haven't said anything substantial or with substance at all. I'm really not doing okay. It looks like I am. I can tell when I'm manic by the way I look around my eye area. I don't know if you can necessarily tell from this video, but I think I've been manic. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Be nice to other people. Hold Nazis accountable. Don't support ICE. Don't support fascism. Do not support regimes. Do not support awful things like alligator Alcatraz. When you look at immigrants and women that need health care, do not look at them like with your nose up in the air. Look at them with compassion and empathy and sympathy and critical thinking skills to understand that maybe they're going through some horrific things that you can't understand, and understand educational facts like they are not abusing the government. If anything, the government is abusing all of us. So you're going after the wrong people. Do not fall for AI propaganda. Be nice to the people that are nice to you and that deserve your kindness. Don't give people chances that are really awful to you, but give people chances to grow and learn and hold themselves accountable. And if they have redeemable qualities about themselves, keep them in your life, but don't keep somebody really, 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 really bad in your life that may be physically abusing you or not being a present parent to their children. Some things to think about, as always. Am I going to post more? Probably, because I'm manic. So, peace out. See you next time.